This has got to be one of the worst decks I have ever seen.
Howdy, Crystal Conclave, it's NESHY, and today we're going to be reacting to the history of Jank number 20. Now, if you've seen the thumbnail, you'll see that Rainbow Dragon is on the front of it, right? So, obviously they're playing Crystal Beast. You've seen on the last wheel from the last week that Crystal Beast was an option there. So, we're going to check this out. Remember, this isn't me dogging on anyone. If they're playing Crystal Beast, I'm not trying to dog on them, but this is trying to be educational to anyone who aspires to be a great Crystal Beast player. My name is NESHY. I've topped the most with Crystal Beasts, both in the TCG and in Duel Links, and I'm here to give my commentary as the Crystal Beast master himself. Let's get into it.
Behold Cloudian. Now,
Unfortunately, we get to see Simo play Crystal Beast. Finally, I get to see Simo destroy MBT with a Rainbow Refraction, blasting him into the stratosphere. Finally, this is all I wanted. I wanted Simo to play because I knew he would sack the heck out of him.
Getting my ass beat by players who had convinced their parents to shell out $3,000 for a dad core. The Cloudians are a very interesting series of monsters. At first glance,
interesting is an interesting choice of words for it. We'll say that. We're listening to this man play Cloudians. You know what this is? This is okay. This is literally Crystal Beast, Jesse Anderson based versus Adrian Gecko Cloudian. Looked at the wheel, so a couple of us Crystal Beast masters were talking about, we're really looking forward to this. So we're talking about which matchups would actually be the toughest to beat on the wheel, the ones that were left. The two that were left that really stuck out the most as the toughest matchups were Volcanic Monarch and Jinzo Returner. For the simple fact that, especially in this era, Crystal Beast had a tough time dealing with high attack monsters. So something like Cloudian, easy pickings for Crystal Beast. I definitely can see Crystal Beast running away with this. Obviously, we'll check out the build and talk about that.
And
Let's run a poll real quick. How many of you think Simo will be playing a Rainbow Dragon deck? I do have a feeling that he is going to be playing Rainbow Dragon. So I'm going to toss in my vote for yes, it is Rainbow Dragon.
Hope that I can do better than I did when I was 12.
This has got to be one of the worst decks I've ever seen. That's not true, right? I mean, we've definitely played some worse stuff.
That's it. Okay. Before Talkie Man says anything else, let's go through. So he is playing Haman. That's an F in the chat. Man, we hate to see it. Haman just doesn't cut it too much. Dragon Queen based, yes, for sure. 2 is fine. 2 is what you need. 3 Pegasus, 2 Ruby. That's all good. Yeah, that's good. That's what you want to play. 2 Mammoth. Okay, that's where it's getting iffy. 3 Tiger. You don't need to be playing 3 when you're playing this many Crystal Beasts. So, what is the one fundamental problem to Crystal Beasts? Is that the beasts themselves are bricks. I mean, among other stuff, but the beasts themselves are bricks. What's one thing I tend to see in so many Crystal Beast decks is you're playing over 10 Crystal Beasts in your decks. Even in a Rainbow Dragon deck, you really don't need that much. When you have stuff like Summoner Monk in the fray, I'm surprised he's not playing that. I wonder where he pulled this deck list off of. Yeah, there's no extra deck because there were no XCs back then. You know, Crystal Beast becomes so much better when we do get XCs, but as of now, the best you could do is like, you can run X-Saber Arabellum with Rescue Cat for an Amethyst Cat and then do the Brio loop with Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. But the one thing about Crystal Beast back in the day, the one thing they have going for them is they have the best field spell card in the game, Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. That is the single-handedly most broken field spell in the entire game because each of the effects are relevant. So let's see how well he prioritizes that. So it's really just a matter of how quickly. There's 2 questions. I guess 3 because you're playing Rainbow Dragon. But 2 main questions when you're playing a deck like this in this format. How quickly can I get to Sapphire Pegasus? And then after that question's answered, after you get that Sapphire Pegasus, how quickly can I get to Rainbow Ruins? So those are the 2 things you need to keep in mind when you're playing a deck from this era. It's not a mirror match. It would be cool because then Crystal Tree would be reciprocal. And in this era, Rainbow Ruins would actually be reciprocal. So both players could use the effects of it.
This has got to be one of the worst decks I have ever seen. That's not true, right? I mean, we've definitely played some worse stuff in this series.
This isn't the worst.
If, like, you're going to play Crystal Beast, this probably isn't the way to do it. And sadly, this is after, like, some revisions. Like, the lists that we were finding on Pojo were pretty bad. Like, they were maxing out on, like, all of the bad cards, and I just don't think that's correct.
Crystal Beast players back in the day just didn't get it.
Most competent list we could find, and we changed a few things around to make it, like, slightly better, but, like, not by much. So
just go to me next time. Ask me next time, bro.
Then we have Sapphire Pegasus, which is far and away the best one, because on summon, no matter how it's summoned, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone. So this pluses you on advantage, which is nice. Sets you up for any of the other Crystal Beasts, and it's 1800 attack. What more could you ask for? Topaz Tiger is also not bad. He's probably like third best, because when he attacks, he gains 400 attack. Only a monster, though. So he goes up to 2K. That's pretty respectable. Then we are playing one of the ugliest looking Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've ever seen in my life, and a card I did not know existed prior to recording this video, but Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. Has to be special summoned by controlling 3 or more face-up continuous spells, which all of the Crystal Beasts count as. Then when this attacking card inflicts battle damage to your opponent selects and sends a card from hand to grave, and you draw a card. And then the other part of the effect is during your standby, if it's in the grave because it was sent from the field this turn, you can send a continuous spell from your field to the grave to resummon this card from the graveyard.
If it was sent from the field,
that's actually kind of cool, but I mean, 1900 attack, you need to have 3 things in your spell and trap zone. I'm not too optimistic that this is going to come up, but we'll see. And then we have the real reason we wanted to play this deck. If we're playing Crystal Beast in History of Jank, we have to play every single Jank card available to us, and that includes Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. We already played Uriah Turbo in 1 episode, so of course we have to try to play every Sacred Beast imaginable, and Haman fits right at home in Crystal Beast. Now, similar to the other card here, we have to send 3 face-up continuous spells we control to grave. That does include the Crystal Beast. If it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it inflicts 1,000 damage to the opponent. And when this card in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks, except for this one. So it is a bit of a wall, and if we're able to actually hit over things, it can deal some damage. It's also 4,000 attack, but we'll see if it actually comes up. Then we actually have some good...
Okay, that's the thing. He was singing the praises of Haman, but he was dogging on Dragon Queen. Like, he was saying, oh, the effect's pretty cool, but literally the only thing Haman has going for him over Dragon Queen is his 4,000 attack. You know, he is a beat stick, and that's cool. But Dragon Queen, you don't have to send 3, you don't have to neg 3 in order to summon it. You just get to summon it, and then you have 3 chances to bring it back after it leaves the field. It's a recurring body, recurring 1900 attack body, that has a Spirit Reaper effect that also allows you to draw a card, and it has a 2600 booty to top it all off. It just really is far and away just better than Haman. But Haman is from the anime, and people have fond memories of it. So, you know, people have got to play it. But yeah, exactly. Haman has to get rid of the spells and traps. People aren't giving enough credit to Dragon Queen. I see so many comments in videos of Crystal Beast videos saying, oh, you could tribute the crystals for Haman. That's so broken. It's not. I'm sorry to break it to you. Dragon Queen is just a better Haman, and people don't realize that, especially back in this day, in this era.
Cards in the form of Jinzo, Marshmallow, and Spirit Reaper, just trying to stall out so we can eventually win. And then we also have the other win con of this deck, which we're never going to summon, Rainbow Dragon. Now, when it comes to Rainbow Dragon specifically requires you to have 7 Crystal Beasts with different names on your field or graveyard, which doesn't seem like a tall ask, but it's a lot of setup, right? Now, the thing is, if you were not playing Rainbow Dragon, which if you were thinking about playing this deck competitively, you shouldn't, you wouldn't have to play the bad Crystal Beasts like the Cobalt Eagle, like the Tortoise, like the Amethyst Cat, because you don't have to. You can just play the good ones, essentially. Now, Rainbow Dragon is crazy if you can actually summon it, because you can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard to have this card gain 1,000 attack for each monster sent, and you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from grave, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. That is an insane effect.
You can't use either of the effects the turn that it's
a decent payoff, but you have to jump through a lot of hoops to get there. Then we have the spells. Ancient City Rainbow Ruin is one of the craziest field spells ever printed by like 2008 standards. It has 5 different effects that are active depending on the number of crystal beasts that are in your back row. The first is it can't be destroyed. The second is you can have battle damage you take once a turn. The third is that you can actually negate spells and traps by sending crystal beasts from your spell and trap to grave. The fourth is you get to draw 2 cards every turn. And the fifth is that once per turn, you can special summon a crystal beast from your spell and trap zone. If you're ever getting to 5, you're probably just going to win the game. Crystal Abundance is another big...
Okay. Yeah, he didn't emphasize enough how important Rainbow Ruins is. I mean, he did give it a lot of credit, but Rainbow Ruins, I'm telling you, that's the second step. You first establish Sapphire Pegasus, next you establish Rainbow Ruins, and then you're in the clear.
Blow up because you can send 4 of the crystal beasts in the spell and trap zone to grave to just destroy all cards on the field, and then special summon as many crystal beast monsters from your grave as possible. So another big win con if you can actually pull it off. Beacon allows you to special crystal beast if you have 2 in your back row. Crystal Blessing just takes 2 from your grave and puts them into your back row. Promise just straight up specials 1 from the back row. Tree gets counters every time you place them in the back row, and then you can send it to the grave to put more cards into your back row. And then we're just playing some other staples like Reborn, MST, and Swords. And rare value is, on the surface, looks like a very good card, but this card is bait, because if you control 2 or more crystal beasts, your opponent chooses 1 to send to grave, which is very bad, but then you get to draw 2 cards. So the fact that this card says draw 2 is very alluring, but definitely is bait. Trust me, this card is not that good. Then for the traps, Double Deepers, and
he knows. Let's go, base Simo. He knows rare value is bait. I gotta be honest, Simo is almost crystal base, yeah. He knows.
Let's put Crystal Beasts versus Cloudians. That seems like a good idea, right?
It is.
Yeah, these are two doo-doo decks. This is not going to go.
I can't disagree.
But these were
all right, buddy. Good luck.
Oh,
holy!
I opened the
You hate to see it.
Well, at least you opened better than I did.
All right,
okay,
at least you could stall it out.
This may surprise you that
both
this may be the
rubies.
extent of my turn. I'm gonna set and I'm gonna pass.
Okay, both rubies is like if you're playing 2 increase or 2 garnets, you're drawing both of them because now you can't resolve beacon.
But if you don't have heavy storm,
I mean you can
the entire game. Maybe I just won't commit. I'll just set 2. Back to you.
I was gonna say, you have to remember who you're playing against, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Riveting. Actually, just riveting. Wow, this card even sucks more than I thought it did. All right.
Man, it's not.
Better. I will.
Like Haman would be any better.
Set 1. Throw to you.
All right. I will normal summon Cloudian Acid Cloud.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and walk us through?
Yeah, it's a Sapphire Pegasus
I'm going to get into your set 1 here.
This is my Marshmallow, so take 1,000, idiot.
Sure, and I guess I'll just continue to take damage.
Eats away at your life
points. This one is my Ruby Carbuncle, so I will be putting this into my spell and trap zone.
Oh my god, I popped one. All right, I'll go to main 2. Now that you have a monster in the back row, I feel a little more safe setting up.
Holy shit, this card sucks. It has to be face up. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
Simo.
Whoa, these are terrible.
Simo, no.
Holy shit, I thought these were like not that bad, but wow.
Simo, what do monsters do when they're attacked?
All right, I'm just going to activate.
During damage calc, they flip up.
And then I'll pass back to you.
Sure.
It doesn't get destroyed face down. Simo, no.
Monster. So that includes non-Cloudians as well.
It does.
Memento de Simo. Exactly.
Sure. So I'm gonna set 1 and back to you.
We're gonna draw. You know,
there we go.
We got a monster.
Think that I'm invisible.
We got something.
Let's go. Pegasus effect, baby.
Actually, probably the best card in our deck, Sapphire Pegasus, which we can take a crystal beast from hand, deck, or grave and put it in our continuous spell.
Crystallize that Pegasus, baby.
Spell and trap as a continuous spell. The problem is, does this do me any good?
You're not trying to go for
considering none of your stuff dies by battle.
Well, the Mother Grizzly does.
I mean, this would be pretty sick, but I don't really think there's much I can do in the face of your Cloudian overlords. So I'm going to put another Pegasus into the zone.
You don't need to do that yet. I guess you can because he wants to destroy.
If I actually had a way to summon the fucking things from the spell and trap zone, so I'm just going to concede the first game.
Oh, come on.
Why are you conceding? What's going on?
All right, Cloudians take one down.
You draw 1 extender there. You draw a Crystal Beacon or an Ancient City Rainbow Ruins, better yet. And you're in the clear. What's going on? Just because you discard a Rainbow Dragon, you still have another Dragon Queen. That's going to put a hurt to the Cloudians because it inflicts battle damage. You were not out of that game yet, bud. You were not. Sure, Cloudians were popping off, but you were not out of that game. I'll tell you that much.
Gee, who would have thought that the deck playing all the Crystal Beasts and every brick known to man would lose in the face of Cloudians of all things?
You're saying that like it's a foregone conclusion. Yeah, who would have thought that Crystal Beasts could stand up against?
But you didn't lose. You just conceded.
Cloudian. Dude, it's...
Oh my god.
Oh,
I mean, okay.
My god,
I will say, This hand looks slightly better than my last one. So
okay, this hand is FTK. If Sema loses this hand, bro, I don't even know what to say. So Crystal Tree, normal summon Pegasus, crystallize 1, and then Crystal Tree can send itself. Go ahead and crystallize 1. You save the Crystal Beacon, just go ahead and activate Rainbow Ruins. I guess you could activate Crystal Beacon, summon the Ruby, and then put up a wall. But then you still have Mirror Force too. It depends on how much he wants to summon Haman. That card is so bait, but I feel like he wants to summon it. Let's see what he does.
Okay,
I feel like the better play, though, better yet, activate Crystal Tree, normal summon Pegasus, crystallize a Pegasus from deck, Crystal Tree send itself, put a Ruby in the back row, Crystal Beacon a Pegasus, a second Pegasus from the deck, and then Pegasus crystallizes whatever you want. I guess an Amber Mammoth or a Topaz Tiger. Because now you have 2 Spell Trap Negates set up.
Good luck,
Plus
buddy.
follow-up.
We will see how it goes. I'm going to start by activating Crystal Tree.
Ooh, okay, sure.
So this card's kind of neat. Every time I place a Crystal Beast monster in the
pretty
Spell and
neat.
Trap Zone, I can put a counter on this card. And then I can send a number...
You know what would've been
I
cool
can send the Crystal Tree
is
itself
Promise
and take a number
right
of
here.
Crystal Beast monsters from my deck equal to the counters on the card that were summoned when I sent that. So... since I did that, I'm going to follow that up with a Sapphire Pegasus.
Sounds good. Crystal Tree was the expensive one of these cards back in the day. Outside of the Pegasus,
Yes.
which was, I believe, it was maybe
It was
a
a
secret
secret.
in the actual set, but
Ultra,
it was
I
an
think.
Ultra, yeah. It did get a tin
Oh,
print
in the-
eventually, which was great.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it was
But
an
every
Ultra
other
and
card in
Force
this
of the
deck was
Breaker and an
literal
Ultimate.
pennies, with the exception of Crystal Tree, which was a super, and I remember spending $3 on in 2008.
So with the Sapphire
funny.
Pegasus, I think I'll just go ahead and grab myself a Topaz Tiger.
That's all right.
I just want to get that in
That's all right.
rotation.
Topaz Tiger, not a terrible card, not a great one, but one of the very few playables.
One of the few, especially
Or
when
you could
all
just
of your
sit on the
cards can be
Crystal
killed by
Tree here.
battle, right? Next, I'm going to follow that up with a Rainbow Ruin.
Yes,
Card's
sir.
sick. This card is amazing.
This is one of the craziest field
fantastic.
spells I've ever seen by
Yeah.
like 2008 standards. Pass my turn.
Honestly,
Over to
not
you, buddy.
bad.
Stand
Sitting
by
on
me.
the Crystal
I
Tree
am
there.
going to normal summon Cloudian Altus.
Sure. So the Hand Ripper has returned. That's fine.
All right, we'll get
Nice.
one counter. I'll set one. Back to you.
Okay. So this is pretty good for you, considering I can't just kill this in battle as much as I would like to. So I will go ahead and draw. Oh, that's like the best fucking draw on my deck. Anything in standby?
I mean,
or
it is the best
Nope,
draw,
you're
but
fine.
not right now.
We'll go to main
Okay, so
phase
right
one in
here,
that case.
you probably just
All right,
want
so I
to
think I'm going to go ahead
Crystal
and fire
Tree,
off this Crystal Tree
and then
here.
Sure,
yeah,
that's fine.
crystallize
We're
a
going
Ruby
to go
from the
ahead
deck.
and with
Or
the
Pegasus.
tree, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a copy of...
One of
doesn't matter
those.
all that much. I just
And
wanna
then you
load up
beacon
in
for
all
Pegasus.
honesty. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a copy of this Cobalt Eagle.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
just get the bad ones into rotation.
And let's go
Yeah.
ahead and fire off Crystal Beacon.
Beacon
I'm
for
so
Pegasus,
sorry.
please.
I have MST.
No! Why would you do this to me?
I'm going to target the
Oh.
Topaz Tiger. Crystal Beacon has
Man.
my favorite line of text of
Yeah.
any card ever.
Activate
which
and
is
resolve.
You must have 2 Crystal Beast cards
Yep.
in your spell trap to activate and resolve this effect.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Well,
that is the
there
case.
goes the biggest neg on the planet. All right, well, we tried. That was
Well,
fun.
I guess
we
it
were gonna
wasn't
be looking
correct to
pretty good
hold
if we had those
the
three
to hold
Crystal
the
Beasts,
tree.
but-
and
I
beacon
would
there.
go attack. I guess I could do damage to you, right? So,
Yeah, sure.
guess I'll hit you for 5.
I'll take it.
Second main, I guess I'll just set one and go cry in a corner. Go ahead.
All right, stand by main. I'm going to normal summon Acid Cloud.
Okay, we've seen him
There's the
before.
acid
I
cloud,
will
nice.
activate. Ooh, do I care about your back row? Actually, I probably do. I'm thinking about if I want the back row or the Altus activation. They're both decent.
You know, where you can hit quality cards out of my hand, like Rainbow Dragon and whatever
Yeah,
the
you're-
fuck
you're
that other
playing,
card
like,
was.
A ton of bricks. I am gonna try it. We'll go ahead and try it. Let's see what we
Pitch
got.
the Rainbow Ruins, please.
I'll take this. one.
So, buddy, this is why I'm
That's
very
fine.
sad about that Crystal Beacon play, because we almost got to summon Oman.
Okay,
on
so
your
he was going to go for the Sapphire
Alright,
Pegasus.
okay.
Nice. Nice.
Well, I will activate
Okay,
Crystal
that's really
Blessing.
good. Crystal
what does
Blessing,
this
let's
do?
go.
Oh,
This puts
well.
2 Crystal Beasts from my grave onto the Spell and Trap
yeah,
Zone.
that's fine.
There you go, grab 'em back.
okay.
For all the fucking good it's going to do me, but I guess we're trying.
And grab that
I
Ancient
will
City
activate
Rainbow Ruins.
another
There we
Rainbow
go.
Ruin.
All right.
And I guess...
Started from the bottom.
Just
Battle
go
in,
to
swing
battle,
in,
we're
just
hitting.
do it.
All right, I'll take 13 again.
In 5 turns, you're fucked, buddy.
I'm going to set 1. I will activate Storm Dragon. We'll put it on acid. Back to you.
Go ahead and draw. So how many counters are you
Ooh.
at now? Dueling
If
Books
only
versus
he
Crystal?
did the ruby.
Only my acid.
If only
Cloud
he
as a
put a
counter,
ruby
and they only
there.
have 1.
That's actually pretty cool if I actually, knew how to play this deck properly. But Yeah, it is how it is. I just read all these cards and think like, yeah, maybe there's something good here. No, that's not how this works. I guess we'll fire
You
this.
just
Let's fire
said if you were
Crystal
good at this
Promise,
deck, then there was
targeting
something
my Topaz
there.
Tiger.
That's fine.
Okay, so this will allow me to move it from the spell and trap zone to the main monster zone, and I will attempt to go to battle here.
No response.
I am going to go. I guess we're just going to hit
Steal
the
some
acid
damage,
clouds,
yeah.
right? So Pegasus in.
Where are my cards that prevent me from dying? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
if you
good.
put the
Right,
ruby
so,
there, he could have
first
had
things
another
first, I'm
body
gonna
on board,
Storm
or just
Dragon's
better yet, a
Acid Cloud.
Pegasus, and then you could have replenished
I'm
that
gonna
back row
go
space for Rainbow
back
Runes.
row here.
I was really hoping I'd be able to get you with that, but
Well, I mean that implies that I would ever attack.
Yeah.
which I
exactly,
will
that's
not.
the problem.
I feel like you just
okay.
bored out of
Let me
Mirror
help you out
Force.
here, buddy.
Mirror
If you
Force,
just
by the
change
way,
everything
in
to the-
Crystal Beast, Mirror Force is a very, especially back in these days, as great as Mirror Force is in being able to switch the tempo of the game, it really just clogs your back row most of the time because it just sits there. It's very reactive. You definitely can have success with Mirror Force for sure, but in the optimal Crystal Beast deck, you don't play Mirror Force.
Back to you, buddy.
There's a card in my deck that is insane if
Beacon
I draw
off
it
the
right
top.
now. I don't think that's it. I
That's
have a
not
play.
it.
It's very bad, but
That's
I think
all right.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to normal summon Ruby Carbuncle.
I
We're gonna
guess, yeah, I
battle
get that
and
draw,
crash
bro.
into your
Thinking
acid
here.
cloud.
I
Oh,
get it.
okay.
I get it. Okay, so you're gonna send this to your back row. Yeah, wait, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah, so I'll hit acid. I'll take
Draw yourself a
200,
card, bro.
Move this
Draw
to the
that
back
beacon.
row.
Draw that beacon.
And
No!
we're past it.
All right.
Draw the
Stand by
beacon.
main.
Sure.
Geez, this is rough.
Rainbow Runes draws
oh,
one.
Geez.
Ah, man.
This
Yes,
is a
it-
rough one.
The
Also, you
Cloudy
could
and
have,
Crystal Beast
halved
match
damage
is a
there.
rough one.
Take that, take that.
Three,
Half of the Cyber Dragon, so we'll take
5,
1050.
9,
So 2050.
1,000, and then with the second effect
2550,
of Rainbow Ruin, I'm going to half
3450.
your Cyber Dragon.
Yes,
damage. So I'm
sir.
gonna take
He
10
remembered.
here.
Second main, I will set one.
He remembered.
Back to you.
I
So
could
he should
actually
be at
have the
4450,
damage
but we'll
from
see if that
the,
matters.
Carbuncle hit too, if I knew how to read cards. All right, I will go ahead.
Exactly.
And draw
There
and
we
get a
go.
standby.
You're
Okay,
learning,
main one,
Simo.
I'm
Simo, you're learning, and that's what we love to see.
going to use the fourth effect
Rainbow Ruins?
of Rainbow Ruins.
Let's go
here,
draw
and
one.
I'm going to draw an additional card. Pretty crazy. That's on a
Let's go! Beacon off the top, baby.
I will activate Crystal Beacon.
That's okay. I have no response to this.
I will
Yes,
use
no
the
response.
beacon, and we will
Summon the
special
Ruby.
summon Ruby Carbuncle.
Oh Christ.
Yes, sir.
That's
I will
fine.
trigger the effect of
Ruby
Carbuncle
effect,
to summon
anything on summon,
everything
we
in
can
my
Rainbow
back
Ruins
row.
negate.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, so everything's going to the front row.
Yes, sir.
I'll put this in defense. I guess we'll keep the eagle in attack, whatever.
Yeah.
This is going to trigger the
Effect of
Sapphire
Pegasus,
Pegasus
yes,
because
sir.
it is one of the few cards in the game that is on summon, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and
Grab
get
another
rid
Pegasus.
of what other cards do I not want? Let's get rid of this like Emerald Tortoise.
I guess,
like,
sure.
whatever. Try to go to battle.
That's fine.
Eagle into Acid Cloud.
Spirit barrier.
No! Fuck! I don't even know if I've been out to this card.
Well,
it out.
if
It
you
was
kept
negated with
you
Rainbow
kept your
Ruins.
It
Crystal
was
Beast
true,
Pegasus.
but I
is-
already-
See, that's the thing with this deck is when you're playing Rainbow Dragon, you want to try and cycle out the names as much as you can. But if you're not worried about Rainbow Dragon and you're just playing Rainbow Ruins control, you can worry more about your back row economy. If you keep placing those Pegasuses, they replenish themselves in the back row so that you can keep that Rainbow Ruins negate up. If you had that up, you had game right here. You would have negated the Spirit Barrier by sending one of your Crystal Beast monsters, and that's just game right there. So, yeah, just food for thought.
Had,
Beacon in your
This is why we don't play Rainbow Dragon, because then when you're playing Rainbow Dragon, you're worried about getting all those names out. Whereas if you're not playing Rainbow Dragon, you're not worried about it. You're just worried about being the best Crystal Beast player you can be.
First, main phase 1. I'm gonna put Carbuncle to attack.
right. We got to start doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna put both of them to attack.
Just start
go to battle.
crashing.
Mirror Force me for 5.
God, I wish. Oh, could you imagine? Actually,
Even
it
if you
wouldn't even be
did.
good. Yeah, take your.
It wouldn't even be
That would
good.
plus.
Yeah. All right, so I'll take my 2. Carbuncle goes. I'm gonna do it again. Take another 2 here.
Yep.
I'm
Crystallize
going to
your
go. Let me think how I want to do this. Eagle into Sidra.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have the battle damage.
Yes, sir. He remembered half the battle damage.
325,
Uh,
375.
350.
350? Yeah, it's just 350.
350,
Because
yeah.
it's 700. Yeah.
Hardest
Tiger
part about
in,
playing
I'll take
Rainbow Ruins is
5.
having
I'll
to do
take
the math.
1.
You just take one. Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets the attack boost and then Pegasus in. I'll take.
Yes, sir. He's going all in,
You
baby.
draw an extra card, and you get to do the same board again.
Remember we're in
I
draw
mean,
one?
it's kind of cool. All right, it's
It
kind of
is
cool.
pretty cool.
I will go to second main. I'll just set one.
No!
Oh, all right.
Simo, please.
I'll draw for turn. That set card
Draw
is something
one,
great.
summon
It's gotta be.
Dragon
Like a
Queen.
Morphing jar? That would be nice.
Special
Here's what
summon
I'm
one
gonna
of your
do.
crystal
I will
beasts.
banish Acid Cloud.
Simo,
and go for
please.
Storm Dragon.
Sure.
I'm gonna storm and then storm onto Zero, and then I'll pop your set monster.
It was a Reaper.
Ah, okay. Combat 21.
Am I dead
We'll take
here?
1050.
I believe so. This is
I am.
1150, 1010, 95.
Yeah, because it's 2K 29. It's 34 from the little
it
ones.
is
And that's not even
game.
counting having off of Cyber Dragon. So yeah, buddy,
Simo,
you
no.
got it.
What the hell?
I
Ow.
drew the best card in my deck,
Let's
but it needs to
go!
inflict battle damage if I want.
One thing to dog on people for making the bad plays, but I was hopeful for Simo. I wanted him. I was rooting for Simo. I wasn't trying to dog on him or anything. I was just genuinely heartbroken when I saw that he just didn't find it. He was learning along the way too, though. That's what really matters. They had a good time. Simo sounded like he wasn't really having a good time. But press
If I
one
get
for
one
the run.
game, I will feel some
Let's go.
sort of just some sense of justice. I don't think that's gonna happen. I came very close last time, but
Simo. You'll never be able to defeat the clouds. Look up in the sky, and what do you see?
clouds.
Weather.
Press one for the
Babe,
run.
This hand is unbeatable.
all right. Well, we're gonna start with good old Crystal Beast Sapphire
I
Pegasus.
don't
There we
Great
go.
start.
Pegasus Rainbow Ruins. You love to see
I mean,
it.
I'm gonna try.
First two
but,
steps
how
complete.
good it's gonna fucking do. This is always so difficult, like making the decision like what to place. Because it's like Carbuncle's good, but if you don't have a bunch of monsters, Carbuncle just kind of sucks. I think I'm going to
He's
go
learning.
for another Sapphire
Yeah,
Pegasus.
early game you just
Oh,
have
God,
to.
that-
Every time.
Because we can Crystal Promise and
Yeah.
get this one to the field.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And we can go ahead and activate that Pegasus and
Yep.
actually
grab
get
another
thing
Pegasus.
here. So
No one's per turn on
that's
this
pretty
bad
cool.
boy.
Nope,
Yes, sir.
because gotta love GX, right? It's so bad that
sir.
even though this effect is actually quite good, we don't get to see that happen. Now I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually get.
Fair
the
enough. Yeah, it was
Carbuncle.
either that or the Pegasus.
We're gonna fire Rainbow Ruin.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to set one and
Play
throw
around
two.
Mech Knights, very based.
Stand by
Yep.
me.
All good.
Alex, you fool. Your Rainbow Ruin can't be destroyed by battle and card effects. But how does it fare
By
against
battle.
game mechanics?
Oh,
no!
that's rough.
Is this when field spells still destroy each other?
That's
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh.
And unfortunately, in this era, though Rainbow Ruins could protect itself, and it does save itself from certain interactions where it's like it can't be destroyed by card effects while you control one. Unfortunately, game mechanics do take over, and it can be destroyed if you do play another field spell.
Outplayed. Fine.
But you know what is funny? While it can be destroyed by game mechanics, if you have Rainbow Ruins up and you have your negates up, so if you have 3 in the back row and 1 Crystal Beast up on the field, and your opponent goes to activate a field spell, you can actually negate the activation of their field spell and you keep your Rainbow Ruins up, which is hilarious.
See you, buddy.
There we go.
Oh my god. All
Rare
right,
value. That card
we'll
is bait.
draw.
He
That's
knows.
pretty bad because
Uh-huh.
that card fucking sucks. Holy shit. I guess we'll
Summon
just
on
keep on
Amethyst
the
Cat.
offensive. I will run out Crystal Beast.
If only rare
Amethyst
value was
Cat.
This
Destiny
is the
draw.
worst card. You're playing this. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
We're playing Rainbow
He's playing
Dragon.
Rainbow Dragon.
We have to play all of them. All right, let's hit with Pegasus first.
All right. It is a Mother Grizzly.
Damage,
All
but Sanctuary in the
true.
Sky is on the field.
But Amethyst Cat
so
can attack directly
then
for 600.
I will go and just attack
Yes,
you directly
sir.
with Amethyst Cat, but you take
Yeah.
half battle damage.
I think you can send the Carbuncle.
Okay, shocker. Wouldn't have guessed that was going to
Yeah,
be the call here.
fair
This is
enough.
the worst
Draw
draw
two.
card
Yeah,
I've
I was,
ever seen in
when
my
this
life.
pretty
came
bad,
out, it was
yeah.
like $30 because people saw draw 2 and they were like, "Oh my god, draw 2! That's crazy!"
Exactly,
It
exactly.
is
He
the
knows.
worst draw spell that any deck has
Yeah,
ever tried to
it
play.
is. It is such a high rolly card, and it
Mm-hmm.
is like the times where this card actually comes up. Like I guess it did just come up for me, and will it matter? We'll find
We'll
out,
see.
but I
Yeah.
don't think it will. Well, I can't do
Just
any
set
battle
Marshmallow
damage
on
to you.
pass.
I can't overlay my Sapphire Pegasuses, unfortunately.
Nope.
For a Lightning Chidori would actually be pretty sick right
Yes,
now. if
sir.
I'm being
Lightning
honest,
Chidori would
but
be amazing.
We cannot.
Please, not the Dragon Queen. Oh!
How about this one?
Never gonna get to summon this card.
I mean, It's
It
tragic.
doesn't matter in the face of Sanctuary in the
It's
sky.
tragic.
But, I'd like to summon it
Yeah,
at least once.
good one.
All right, I'll pass here.
Okay, we'll go to main.
Mammoth,
I
that's not
will.
gonna do much. Just set the marshmallow on,
None of
bro.
this matters. Like none of this matters. This is like the worst matchup. I will
Don't do
Crystal
it. Don't
Blessing.
do it. You don't need to.
Sure.
Bring back the Pegasus and the Carbuncle.
You don't need to, bro.
This is the only chance I'm gonna get to do this, so I'm just fucking.
Come
bluffing.
on,
I don't
Lord of
care.
Striking Thunder. Come
It's so
forth.
bad because I can't do anything
destroy
with
a
this.
monster by battle.
Literally can't do anything with this. It's terrible.
Just summon in
Absolutely
face
terrible.
of defense.
Yeah, this is
so-
not an ideal one.
No. I guess I can summon it in
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah,
so you have
yes,
to
sir.
attack him.
Whoa!
I guess that like may be relevant. I don't.
It's a nice little magnet effect.
I will.
2. We will pop Hamon.
No. That's fine.
I'll remove 2. We will pop Amber Mammoth. I'll remove
And
2.
then
We will pop,
pop the
Amber,
Amber
Mammoth,
Mammoth.
and then I'll Storm Dragon the Zero Stratus to 1.
Sure.
I'll set 1 card. Back to you.
Wasn't
That would
even
be
half
rough,
my
but,
life.
you know.
Insane. Okay. Main phase 1.
Yeah, that's rough. Set the Spirit Reaper. That's all you can do.
I think summoning that Hamon actually like fucked me.
It did.
Go
100%.
ahead.
100%.
Oh, thank
Yep.
the good Lord above. Storm Dragon onto Acid Cloud. Cloudian Squall.
Ah, there it is.
Ah,
back to
man.
Okay, I will.
Some good off the
draw.
top.
I'm going
Nope,
to
that's not it. You can
normal
run in
summon
with Emerald Tortoise. That's
Emerald
what you have to
Tortoise.
do.
Sure.
That's the
I
only
will
move.
go to battle. I will crash Tortoise into your Zero Stratus.
You're an eagle short, buddy. Yep. Take your 3.
I'll take 3. This goes to the back row.
Yep.
And then
Okay,
Beacon.
Main 2.
You know what we
think
can
how-
do? How many names do we have? We don't have Eagle. We don't have Topaz Tiger. So we can't Rainbow Dragon right now. We don't have a way to discard cards. What would be the best 2 draws off of this rare value? Let's figure this out. So he's gonna Beacon. Let's see what he beacons.
I'm gonna
for.
go ahead and Crystal Beacon.
It's got to be a Pegasus.
With the beacon, I'm going
Or,
to special summon
or a Topaz
a
Tiger.
Carbuncle.
That honestly wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh.
No,
okay.
don't. You want to
Carbuncle effect.
Still with you.
Please don't.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon everything because I have to. I'm gonna put. I don't know if I want to leave Pegasus in attack. In all honesty, you can crash Grizzly. I guess I'll put them both in defense.
Sure.
Then trigger the Pegasus on
do
summon.
Pegasus.
I'm gonna throw a Topaz Tiger into
Or
the
the
back
Eagle.
row. Then
All right, so you're
I
still
am
Mammoth
going
and
to
Eagle
Pass my
down.
turn.
Or no,
Go
you
ahead.
have a Mammoth in the grave. That's
Still
right.
an
So you're
eagle
just an
short.
Eagle short.
All right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mine gets counters
If I had the
too.
same
That's-
cards, could I have
I'll
one?
immediately
Yes,
remove the
100%.
counters
Yeah,
for
we would have
all this
abundance for
effect.
game, and he
Gonna
wouldn't have
rip one
anything
out.
to say
Yeah.
about it.
Let's grab this one.
It's Crystal Abundance. We don't think we're ever
That was the
Oh,
win
boy,
con.
That's the horrifying one. Go 1, 2,
Oh, man.
3. We'll do it again.
It's rare value.
I don't see a way of
Into
us doing
Pegasus,
this. We have
Storm
to
Dragon into
have
Carbuncle.
Rainbow
it up.
Dragon, and then
Second main, I'll
so if we
remove
top deck
Carbuncle.
Rainbow Ruins,
And we're not looted up.
Back.
never mind.
Anyone's game, right?
There it is.
Oh, that would have been sick if you didn't pop the Carbuncle.
Yeah, that would
let's
have.
Here we are.
100%.
Abundance was the lifeline, but there was like no real way to do it. I was just hoping if I went with
There was a way to do it if you didn't Hamon.
the Crystal Blessing. No, it's not Blessing. It's the Beacon. Like Beacon summon Carbuncle, which get a bunch of guys, and then hopefully you kill them, and then I can Abundance. But
Kind of, yeah.
a lot of hoops to jump through for that. And then Rainbow Dragon
So-
could have maybe done something, but
Let's talk about this. So I hope this video was a lesson to you all on why Rainbow Dragon just isn't the way to go. Sure, it's jank, but did we ever see it pop off? If you're playing Rainbow Dragon, you have to worry about getting the names in rotation instead of trying to use your resources with Sapphire Pegasus in the background. Use your resource management, have them replenish themselves for that Rainbow Ruins, and just play Rainbow Ruins control, eventually leading into an abundance. That's the only way you play Crystal Beast here. If you play stuff like Hamon as well, that's just tributing your resources so that you can't use your broken cards like Beacon or Abundance or even Rare Value for that matter. The best part about Crystal Beasts are the spell cards. The monsters you can do without. I mean, you can't because you have to play them because they're Crystal Beasts. But Pegasus is really the only lifeline, the only one keeping this whole deck together. The other ones just aren't cutting it. And in order to do that, in order to maximize the power of the Pegasus and your spells, I'm sorry, you have to cut that Rainbow Dragon, man. What I would change about this deck. Cut it. Let's say this is a Rainbow Dragon deck. Let's say we do want to play Rainbow Dragon for the purpose of History of Jank. 3 Sapphire Pegasus, 2 Ruby Carbuncle, 1 of each of the rest of them. 1 or 2 Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings, no Hamon, we keep the Jinzo, we play a Ryza, we can keep the Marshmallow and the Spirit Reaper, sure, and then we play more defensive traps. We'll cut the rare values, even Simo said that was bait. Bump Crystal Beacon up to 3. We need 3 of that card. Crystal Promise 1 or 2, Blessing down to 1, Crystal Tree max out on. You want to get out of the early game as soon as possible. Triple Upstart. Do we have Duality yet? I don't think we have Duality yet. Space Typhoon, you can bump that up too. Book of Moon. Book of Moon is fantastic in Crystal Beast because you get to, not only is it a defensive card, but you could also use it to make sure you get more Pegasus activations. During your opponent's end phase, Book of Moon, your own Pegasus, during your turn, flip summon it, boom, another Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus activation. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you learned something from this video. Comment down below how much of a dumb idiot head I am for not letting him have fun and just dogging on Simo. No, I'm not trying to dog on him. All right, this is educational. I want to help you, and I want to help future Simo. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next.